The samurai. The pew pew weeaboo. If you currently play samurai, this is what you look like. I am not joking. You used to be the top dog, the top brass. All of the dancers used to be your side hoes. Now look at you. No kaiden, no maidens. Pathetic. XD. Of course, in PvP, samurai is a completely different story. For some reason, the developers thought one day, let's make samurai absolutely busted. Let's make them a complete force of destruction, capable of turning around games. And now you weebs are infamous for having one of the strongest limit breaks in the game, which never gets old. Just don't hit me, Lamau. I'm not overpowered, you're just bad. Although, samurai is probably one of the most busted ass jobs in PvP, and my go-to pick. Why? Because peace was never an option. Personally, I absolutely loathe samurai in PvE. Not because of the recent drama, mind you. Not because they removed a bunch of skills in the name of reducing button bloat. I mean, it is delightful to see all the DPS mains mold when their favourite toys get taken away. It's not like healer players have been dealing with this for years. But the reason why I don't like samurai is because cast times and melee feel so friggin' weird, man. But after messing around with samurai and reaching Diamondo, I can wholeheartedly say that I really like PvP samurai. Not because it's super strong or anything. It's not like I have an on-demand stun which makes it way easier to CC chain people. No, that would be insane. It's not like I have a broken ass defensive which reduces my damage taken by 50% and makes me more tankier than most tanks. No, the reason I play samurai is because it feels so good to play. My abilities feel powerful and oh, the sound design, oh my. But there's something clearly missing. Something so intrinsic that I'm surprised it doesn't already exist. Oh, whatever could it be? Ah, that's it! You subscribing. That's right! I am selling out and you cannot stop me. If you enjoy the content I make, you should definitely subscribe. Seeing that subscriber count go up is pure dopamine. And it encourages me to make more content, so if you haven't already, subscribe. But seriously, I didn't expect to like PvP Samurai as much as I currently do, and I'm not the only one. Every single damn game, there's always a samurai who tries to do that filthy Sentetsuken one-shot. And please, oh please, don't hit the samurai when he has his limit break, because it always leads to a team wipe and me seething internally. Oh, and if you play ranged, beware, because I'm coming for that ass. Which, ironically enough, I started Crystaline Conflict as a machinist. You know, the guy who has a friggin' sniper rifle? The guy who can cap your ass all the way from Narnia? The guy who becomes completely useless the moment they get paired with glue sniffers? Yeah, that guy. The only reason I ever played Machinist is because the marksman archetype is one of my favourites, and casually one-shotting people with chainsaw is always funny. I had a fun time as Machinist, and I thought I was a Machinist main through and through, until disaster struck. The game suddenly detected that I was having way too much fun and proceeded to vibe check my ass. Loss after loss, I saw my precious stars be ripped away from me. Death after death, I grew increasingly more frustrated. It felt like the entire game had turned against me. It got so bad that I ended up going from Gold 1 to Gold 4 in 1 hour, by the way. And so I thought to myself, was I really that bad? Were my dreams of achieving Crystal so futile? Or were my teammates just trolling? Like, genuinely? Why the hell are you trying to 1v5? Are you trying to lose? Maybe this just wasn't my day, but something clearly wasn't working. So I did the unthinkable. In my moment of weakness, I lost myself to the darkness. I became my worst enemy. I adopted the mantle of the samurai. And now I'm Crystal. Funny how that works, eh? It just so happens that Samurai is really damn strong, especially when played well, and more so than Machinist. The amount of control you exude is way too damn high. If you use your gap closer, which you have 3 charges of, it gives you chitin. Wow. Really rubbing salt in the wound, huh, Square Enix? Under chitin, your main combo changes to its AoE version. Your first weapon skill, Yukikaze, gets converted into Yazetsu, which is an AoE bind. And when used under the right circumstances, is a bit too strong in my opinion. Also, as mentioned before, you get Minuchi, which stands a target for 3 seconds. Use this to start a CC chain or use it as a follow-up. Just make sure not to use it during guard. For burst, you have your Namakiri combo. Used on a single target, you deal up to 12,000 potency. Against 2 or more targets, it deals 8,000 damage, and you get a comfy 8k shield. Also, when you use Meikyo Shisui, it gives you an extra purify, so don't use it mindlessly, okay? It also lets you cast Madare, which deals up to 16,000 potency. So looking at the Samurai, you've got some pretty good stuff. But what truly matters is how well you can use them. I can dive head first into the enemy team and go full unga bunga. But if I die during the first 30 seconds and turn the entire game into a 4v5, that is beneficial to absolutely no one. Well, I guess it's good for the opposing team, but that isn't the point, okay? Please don't be an idiot and don't grief your teammates. You have options, use them. And unlike Machinist, you can actually survive encounters. I mean, what are you going to do? Use Bioblaster? In a game where damage is cranked up to the max, and where most classes are capable of bursting and clapping those cheeks of yours, survivability is just as important as dealing damage. And if you've played Machinist, you're well aware you have absolutely none of that. So with that, I strongly recommend that you don't play Samurai. Why? Because I am sick of seeing them every single game. I'm so sick of my teammates dying to the Zentetsu in one shot. Like, come on, man. It's the most predictable thing in this mode. If the Samurai has his limit break and he pops cheating, he's obviously gonna do it. So don't attack the Samurai. Listen, I'm not tilted, I'm just disappointed.